Well, what are we looking? We're already looking at so many dropped frames. Hold on. Let me fix that again. What do we do with? Yeah, I don't think these VODs are staying up with that sort of an introduction. Alright, I think we're ready enough to go. Yep, looks like everything is back to normal over here. Hit that refresh button. So, I've been sitting here mashing the fishing button for a few minutes, hoping that we can score ourselves a nice shiny new song, or maybe some other little gadgets for our character. Hopefully they have a teal shirt with a tie here. I don't think we need any particularly formal introduction here. This is just us trying to make up for last night's poor streaming. Well, right now it seems like everything is good, so hopefully everything is now in order. So, we're already in the game, but Salutations class, as always. We'll be getting back to Guilty Gear and hoping we can get higher up on the ladder and maybe into Celestial. I've been practicing pretty much all of last night and earlier today, so hopefully I have a better perspective on how I should play. Hello, Kayla. Welcome. I'm glad to see you. We'll deal with the usual mishaps that are blocking us from playing. Get me in there before the loading screen. Darn. I think we... Okay, right. We are good to go then. Jack, oh it is. I wonder how this matchup goes. I have fought some really good Jackos that seem to make it horrible, and then there's a few that really don't know what they're doing. Alright, well she has absolutely no help. We can make sure we do a lot of damage, and we'll definitely teach her to block low on Wake Up, which everyone should do. Good grab. It's a start. Let's see if this hits. Well, it'll hit the minion at least, so long as that gets them off of us. Drone goes out, and we'll just run right under that projectile. Yeah, that's what I was expecting earlier. And it's still going to hit me from that distance. Exceptional. I was expecting that on Wake Up, so not sure where that leaves us. Alright, she seems to know what she's doing at this point. Bit of a weak dust combo. Commanding me to stand in place just that once is not going to do too much for you. And burst. Thank you. This round's over. Or not. That's still not going to do anything to me at that distance. And do it again when she's not expecting it. Game, set, and match. Quickly enough. So far, everything seems to be shipshape with the stream. Alright. I guess in retrospect that might have been my VPN settings. Drone. Not gonna let that pain train keep rolling, are you? And just throw out a reversal because we're that far ahead. Pretty clean sweep there. Just go ahead and shoot through him. He's not gonna block anything. A little scared of that high-low mix-up, are you? And goodbye. Well, we're off to a wonderful start. It seems I'm having a better day today than I was yesterday. Hopefully we don't land or stay in floor 9 too long. Alright, neutral still fails. We'll have to be a lot more patient then. The stream's looking good. I'm glad to know. Welcome, Sushi Fairy. The thing about fighting on these lower floors is I do have more of a chance to just keep talking. Burst. There it is. Ah, good grab. And good jump read. I suppose I should start dashing more instead. Alright, she's starting to figure it out a bit. That was a horrible burst. I'm going to eat an entire punch for that. I should stop jumping after that. She's definitely reading my patterns though, which is making a good improvement on her part. And while she's too preoccupied trying to do that, I'll just do it again. Hopefully we have a chance to make this work. Nope, we're going to miss. Alright, well that's at least one loss for us. Good on her, she figured it out. Is she wearing a shirt in that costume? Her chest isn't the same color as her face. Ah, you know she is. Is that the denim skin? I think that's supposed to be the denim skin. There's a certain color palette on just about everyone that shows up as basically wearing denim. After you got placed on floor 6, you thought it's time to close the game. Was that your initial placement? Because that's exactly where I ended up when I first played the game. That was back in June. Floor 6 is an incredible spot to be at for someone who isn't too familiar with fighting games. That's extremely impressive, honestly. Ah, a Potemkin with Japanese characters. No, those are Chinese. Those are Chinese. Kick, in case he does the 2P, which Potemkins seem to love so much. Burst. Seems he was just a little bit too far. We can handle this one with a little bit of patience. Send out a drone. And that's our round. I still absolutely love this matchup. Well, that's not going to beat Mega Fist. He doesn't use his Earthquake very much. Slide head. Well, speak of the devil. That's a frame trap. And that goes through your armor. Game, set, and match. Just two big guys going at it. I love it. Well, there's the 2P I was looking for at the start. That's a frame trap. And that's a burst. And that is me getting a hard read on that slide head. A little mash happy, aren't you? I'm not losing to that. You were like, is the game trying to make you feel like you know what you're doing, using Zato because you're a clown? It gives you a reading on your performance versus that first opponent. I mean, if you're not geriatric, you should at least land above 3. Gauge your performance versus the other players. It's actually pretty heavily distributed towards the top. That's a frame trap. Good, he blocked it this time. Guess what? Super. Are you blocking? You're not blocking. Actually, if you got floor 6 with Zato, that's even more impressive. But that probably could be managed against the AI soul you fight if you're mashing buttons really well. Burst out. And let's get this train started. Waited a bit too much for the burst. You know, if you grabbed me there, you probably could have gotten it. Get him with the chip damage. You know, that's actually one reason why I play Gold Lewis so much. He does actually make progress with all the chip damage he can score from his behemoth typhoon nonsense. That's very plus. Get a little bit of chip damage and risk gauge cranked. Ah, I should have been blocking. Alright, take a breather. Sure, you can get the side head. But are you going to block the cross-up? That's actually another thing I really like. The satellite laser sort of works as a checkmate. If you get that much of a life lead, or have your opponent on low enough health, that can pretty much guarantee a win for you. In some circumstances, you're not going to be able to block all that damage. If your opponent has low health and no tension, then they're going to take that damage if they can't get away from that laser. We are back at floor 10, so we have an excellent start tonight. I feel like they should definitely reorganize the floors to help get a better indicator of where you're supposed to belong. Huh, that actually ends much quicker than I anticipated. Maybe that's a mix-up I should use in the corner much more often. Close slash, and then 8-4-2. That is the most plus Behemoth Typhoon. Parasol, Parasol bad guy. Okay, that's great. You know, with all the updates coming out to Skullgirls, I have speculated trying to play that game too. I wonder if there's anyone out there who does play Skullgirls. It's been maybe 5 years since I played it any bit regularly, and I was never actually good at it. But they're finally updating that game again. Bit of a silly thing to start with. Alright. Oh yeah, you like that anti-air. You like that anti-air. That close slash is very plus. Good 6p. We might eat the full combo from that. So you see what he did there. He was pressuring with close slash, and then after I blocked it a couple of times, he ran up for a grab. That's a frame trap, and he's going to backdash, because he's smart. Which is very unusual for a Soul player. Get away from me. So close. Alright, we can't lose to that. Excellent! That was sort of a gamble with that last move. Alright, he's mashing. I think he hit a button. No, he jumped. And there's the full-blown combo there. So close. If only that came out a little bit faster. It's astonishing how much Vortex goes over just about under just about everything. Realizing people have strategies. Well, it is a fighting game. It's essentially a chess match. Not a button mashing competition. Get that started. And missed that. So we have a chance to make our comeback. Spaghetti scramble. That's a frame trap. And that is also a frame trap. Ooh, got him. Oh, you better believe he's churning that butter. Got him. A little complacent with that button mashing soul. That right there is why you need a strategy. And not just to button mash as much as you can. If your opponent has the meter for a reversal, you might want to lay off the pressure a little bit. Or make it more ambiguous. And goodbye. Gun him down. We're getting rid of this gorilla. You fool! You placed yourself in the corner. He always does close slash twice, or far slash twice, and then he tries to run in for a throw. So you'll see I jabbed him out of that after he hit with the far slash 2 times consecutively. One of the most important things you have to learn about fighting games, or any sort of asymmetrical competitive games in general, is you can't entirely play your own game. You have to play your opponent's game as well. So you have to understand what strategies they're doing, and you have to read what they're doing and play around that. It doesn't matter how good your combos are, or your neutral in general. The single most important strategy when it comes to fighting games is being able to see what your opponent is doing, and then playing around that. Welcome to the corner. Enjoy your stay. Nice FD. What? He's scared. Just run up and grab him. He's scared. Look at him. Do it again. You'll notice I usually do that twice in a row. They don't expect you to just do another minigun. Ah, good burst speed. Nope, missed. Whew. Real gorilla match there. One thing I've noticed is a lot of souls that I find facing online don't seem to actually know too much about how to play the game, aside from their basic guerrilla tactics. Watch me churn this butter. And no, I don't have the chance. Oh, nope, that's our loss. He'd be scared too. Well, that's supposed to be Gold Lewis's whole mode of operation. If he gets in close, he has so many plus frames, he just gets to do whatever he wants. Watch and learn. No. And what happened to his health bar? Give him an elbow. Elbows out, we're eating dinner. That's plus, so that's a frame trap. And goodbye. So you don't always want to use the same block strings. You'll see he's always doing close slash, heavy slash, gun flame. You'll want to maybe lay off a few of those attacks a bit if your opponent has a reversal that can throw it on you. That is a bit of a higher level strategy that might come later. For now, it's probably good just to learn the button mash. Good one. There is a frame trap on his end. Man really went in on that vortex. Drone out. Not your turn yet. Ooh, he might have it. He had it. Alright. Nice on him. He won the little neutral scramble at the end. Good 6p. And that just completely got rid of my burst. Luckily, we didn't eat too much health there. While he's running, maybe he didn't hit a button yet. Good on him. This one actually goes to him then. Good on him. So we were a little over-eager with our aerial behemoth typhoons. You'll see that his 6p just beat us out pretty consistently. That's actually a very good basic thing to know. Sushi Fairy, if you just picked up the game. So you'll hear me say things like 2p, 6s, 5s, or 5p, stuff like that. That is numpad notation. If you take a look at your keyboard right now, on the right side you'll see you'll see your numpad, and there are the 9 characters there surrounding 5 in the middle. So a 5p, for example, would be pressing the punch button while you have a completely neutral input. When I say 6p, I am referring to forward punch, and it's just fewer syllables to say. Also, numpad notation is used to talk about specific move inputs. So if you're wanting to knock someone out of the air, your forward punch, and this is a universal button, everyone has a regular punch, and they also have a forward punch, which you can't see it from the animation itself, but everyone's forward punch, their 6p as I call it, will have invincibility on the upper half of their body. It changes depending on character to character and wherever they hit, but everyone generally has a dedicated anti-air button in that. It's not a grab, actually. It's more of just a little palm slap. You see there? Right there, I used my 6P and hit him out of the air. Oh, wow, he can hit me from that distance. Oh, nope, that round goes to him. All this time thought I was speaking a different language and just nod your head and pretend you know. I would actually recommend that is the first thing that you need to learn about fighting games. You know what? That might actually be my first big video production. Fighting game tutorial. That would be the most on-brand thing for this channel. Frame trap. Nope, not letting that happen. Hey, guess what, buddy? That's burst save. And that is a full-blown punish off of that. That right there is exactly why I play Gold Lewis. If you ever get the right punish, you can just delete your opponent's character. He's scared. Look at how scared he is. And we should have enough range. Goodbye. You don't have enough meter to guard that. I think that's actually why I love this character so much. He just has a sort of finality to him. You do always have a chance to make sure you can get a KO on your opponent. Get a drone out. Oh, this is definitely the character for striking fear into your opponents. Let's get this started. Get out there, minigun. Do it again while he's not expecting it. Yes, the longer you wait, the more security level I get. Get over here, buddy. I should have hit that a lot earlier, but I suppose we didn't get a chance to get him blocking from there. That's plus. And that is a punish. See the grab coming, but you can't really jab out of it. Get away from me. Watch me do it again. Yeah, don't run too quickly there. I'm watching. The man really tried to do a whole grab throw mix-up from that distance. Drone at maximum security level. Frame trap. Low high. Nope. You see that? You just lock him into the corner there. That's exactly why I picked this character. Although the defense absolutely is abysmal with him when you have characters who you can't really fight. And it'll happen. You'll see it on this stream. For once, I was actually watching out for the throw mix-up. Minigun out, that at least reduces tension a little bit. That's a frame trap, that's plus. This is a low high. Well, there's finally a DP from him. And there's the reversal to solve the problem there. Drone goes out. Ah, trying to hit him back, but he's just out of my range. You really have to be patient on your defenses, Philip Lewis. And press that hit. Get out the minigun. Yep, he's just gonna zone me out, isn't he? Really weird use of your meter there. Okay, that is the proper use. We'll eat that loss then. We've already made enough mistakes. So what we need to look out for most is when he does his Forge or Arc nonsense. Like that. Ooh, got him. Nah, I think I want you over here, buddy. Get closer. Now this is some neutral. We got him in the corner. Wait for it. Ah, he had the chip damage. I was just about to hit the reversal. So close. Alright. Well, if I'm going to chip him to death, he's also going to be able to chip me to death. Should have input that a little bit faster. I wonder what bit of our block strings we can do differently. So, on Wake Up I've been trying to go for the cross-up JH. That's another part of the numpad notation. If I don't start with a number, it's going to be something like if I say JH or JS, that's going to be the button while you're jumping. Some characters will have command normals while they're in the air, and that would be, say, J2K on chip for when you press down kick in the air. Numpad notation sounds a little weird, but it's incredibly intuitive once you understand what it's supposed to be. It's just writing down how you're supposed to describe your button inputs. get our drone out. Ah, pony. Hey, buddy, guess... Oh, wait, not yet. He's gonna do the full combo. Guess what time it is? Time for you to whip that grab. Now, when they say reversal, that's another fighting game term. That is the name of any move that is going to be invincible on startup before it comes out. That's going to be most supers. You'll see you get the dramatic cutscene, and then you hit your opponent. Though the important deal with that is, if you get the guess right, you have a chance to, as you're getting back up, hit a super attack and turn the tables on your opponent. Which is why they're supposed to be so dramatic and interesting. A few characters don't need to use their super meter for it. Ah, well, he's guarding, so I used my reversal, and he's just going to punish me for that. High-low mix-ups there. So the really important thing about Gold Lewis is while you're reading for whatever your opponent is doing, if you can definitely get in one of his reversal supers, the down the system, if you can get that in there at full power, you do have the chance to turn the tides. Uh-oh. Minigun from the distance, and do it again. Oh, he's not expecting it. I don't know if that was quick enough. It wasn't. Oldest trick in the book. You think I don't know that one? You think I don't use that one, too? Yeech. Get that started. Brain trap. You could really afford to be quicker with your purple cancels. That's really it. Really good idea, I like his spirit, but he's just not being quick enough for me to be able to not react to it. You'll see he did the purple cancel after he whiffed his grab. That is a technique with Potemkin, and really anyone with a command grab. Or, heck, you can do that with any character that has a grab. I'll describe option selects here in a moment. Not your turn yet. Now that you're scared. Nice burst. Alright, he has the chance to turn the tables. That's a grappler for you. You don't have meter for that. 90% of his health from taking him in the corner. Don't you slide head on me. I told you not to slide head. Guess what? That's a low. I'm just gonna spin this stick wildly and see what happens. Oh, wait. I think here's our chance. Alright, you know what that means. Game face is on.
Move on to the next war.
Oh wow, it makes me smile when I drink. Hold on, check that out. That's me just taking a drink of water. Odd. You know, I have considered designing a Xander 1.5, which at least adjusts a couple of things about the character design. I'm going to lose this battle very hard, so no promises here. But one of the ideas I've had is giving myself some of the smaller rectangular glasses instead of the giant circles. You'll notice my eyebrows can tend to hide themselves behind said glasses. Makes it a little hard to read my expressions like this. And miss. Weirdest mix-up I've seen. Let's get that meter. We're not letting this expire so soon. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Wrong Behemoth Typhoon. Get me out of this corner. I think she hit a button. Nope, I'm looking out for it. And you're right in front of my face. So, we might have a chance then. I could certainly afford to do a line of coke right now to make that better. Interesting, that doesn't intercept the overhead. This is without a doubt the craziest Ramlethal I've seen. Too far. We're gonna eat a loss on this round, so no burst used for us. Ah, that should have been a Behemoth Typhoon. Okay, we're gonna lose this one now. What is this ram doing? So, if we want to get into Celestial, we're not allowed to lose this next round, and then we have to win the next 3 after that. I already know that's not happening, so... The one time I did lose my cool on stream was when I was trying to expect too much of the Celestial challenge. That's a frame trap. Oh, please don't do this to me. No, connection is fine and the stream is working. Alright. I'm going to blame that one on Arxis. You smile when you drink water too. Hydration is important. It is very important. Think we're gonna turn off the glasses for a little bit. You'll see he keeps giving us a failed the match with opponent, and I have no idea what's causing that. Arxis just didn't really do the best with their matchmaking servers, it seems. Let's let this rock. You're not sure why the glasses being on like that was bothering you, but it was. Oh, that's sad to know. It does make my expressions a bit harder to read, but that's part of the meme. It's an anime trope. It's supposed to be my serious face, but I feel like it might inhibit me more often than not. I wonder if there actually is a way to follow up on that. Okay, that's one. Huh, maybe not from there. Xander's trying to win with the power of anime and Gold Lewis. That's all I need. Huh. There's a combo if we get a grab in the wall. In the corner. We'll need to input a dash at the end of that. I wonder if I can do the 248 follow-up off that. Doesn't look like it. Alright, I'm going to have to practice that input a lot. It keeps failing to match us with an opponent. Let's head back to the floor select and try that again. What is going on here? It is really nice being up here. I wish I could stay longer. All the more reason for us to try to get in here as soon as possible. At the beginning of a month. What's going on over here? You know, I kind of want to lab Zato combos again. He does a bit better than all of the characters I play, and he's definitely weird enough that I'd want to try him sometime.
We've got a newcomer.
Alright, no chance to lab here then. Please no, not the lobbies. I completely agree with that sentiment. They perfected lobbies last time, I don't know what was going on now. We might just permanently be a floor 10 Gold Lewis, who knows.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright, fine. Get you off of that backdash, and get you off of that backdash. No, we're just gonna end up getting comboed there. Alright, we're not allowed to lose this round or else we're out of Celestial. Ino's definitely the character I have the most trouble defending against. I am someone who very much defends on reaction, not prediction. get that started at least. Funny enough, that was actually one of the worst drones I've ever thrown out. And yet it still hit her. There's no chance in hell that I'm actually going to be able to defend against an Eno like that. What disappoints me though is it's going to kick us out of this match. I'd say that's the only real thing I complain about with the matchmaking here is... I want to be able to play the sets that I have a disadvantage in, but it's going to kick me out the instant it moves me on floors. I'm kind of tempted just to hit Parks. That would be a much better way to practice. Anji Mito it is. I guess it's a knowledge check. I definitely need to research exactly how I'm supposed to beat Eno. I know there's some other stuff like her hops off of her air dash attacks are minus, so I should be able to mash out of those. Even with Gold Lewis. Get this started. Ah, good super. Ah, no, that's not going to hit him. Alright, noted. Alright, Anji's pressure is incredibly fake, so I definitely should wake up to the overheads. Alright, how do we beat this matchup? This is the matchup I should at least have best, because I should know every single one of Anji's weaknesses. Get a throw. Drone. And the most important knowledge check here is if you block a Fujin at close range, there's absolutely nothing Anji can do about it. Which is one of the reasons I kind of stopped playing him. Right there was absolutely no way he couldn't just eat that super. So for a while, Anji is still very incapable as a character. I don't think you can counter that. Just an inch too short. Makes me sad. I wish my boy Anji was good. I think they just fundamentally ruined his design. I really should play Accent Core one of these days. You can see what Anji's supposed to play like. Wrong button press in every situation, so there was just absolutely no reason for me to be doing that. Eat this super. And goodbye. That's a frame trap. And that is a setup that basically just guarantees a little bit of chip damage, especially if they try to jump out of it. And I hit a button too, that should have countered him. And that's another thing. If you actually do get parried by Anji, you can just purple room and cancel it, and then punish him off of that. He's just fundamentally incapable of a character. So that's going to use a jump to counter it. Missed your grab. That hits behind us. Just wildly spin that stick and keep jumping. It'll work. Yeah, I love him too. You know, just as an Easter egg, I might actually boot up Accent Core. Minigun. And do it again. Drone. Jump away and start swinging that coffin around. Make sure we intercept any of his air dash shenanigans. Good catch on the jump there. And I should probably pay more attention so I don't eat the overheads like that. That's gonna miss. Or it's going to hit, and apparently it persists if we hit him, so interesting. Just two bottom tier boys going at it. Get a throw. Yeah, eat that damage. Drone. I'm proud of him using his butterflies. Well, I wasn't expecting it to disrupt him like that. I was ready to block the second hit. You know, we could have technically comboed into our own super from there. I'm proud of him. He won a match. A shame. I like fighting Anji. You know what? Let's take a little break here real quick. It's been about an hour. How about a little treat? Get that off of my screen. And boot up this little fossil. Remove that. Set this to stream Accent Core. Oh wow, there's no save data here. I know it's in the corner up there. I'm gonna mess with the options real quick. Display settings. Borderless. Oh wow, it only goes up to HD. Astounding. Scale that one up then. Let's turn down the volume a little bit. That might be loud. Especially knowing this game, as loud as it is. Turn that down to maybe about... There should be good. Voice, sound effects. Oh, that should be good. Yeah, it looks like all the audio's checking out. Might be a bit quiet, but that's mostly going to be the BGM. So this is Guilty Gear Accent Core Plus R, which was the game that came out in 2007. They updated this game like 5 or 6 different times. This is the second game in the Guilty Gear series. There's generally 3 ones that people still play. The first one sucks, and no one plays that one. This is the second one that they kept updated for 8 years. And this is the final version, plus R, that came out in 2007. Then there's Guilty Gear Xrd, my favorite, which came out in 2014, and they kept that updated until 2017. Strive is the newest one. Character I'm most hoping to see again would be Slayer, which I'd be very excited for, but where's my boy Anji? There he is. Anji wasn't actually in Xrd, so he skipped the game in the middle. Instead, he showed up in the game before, and they brought him back for the game afterwards. What's different about him is, 1, he doesn't have that atrocious far slash. You might recognize this move, which he's able to use at any point in time. Given that this is an older game, it's going to have much worse graphics, of course, to compare. Combos in this game definitely are a lot more intensive. You have a whole set of about 4 or 5 different buttons you can do. So you'll recognize he has the good old Fujin. And then the follow-ups off of that. So he has Nagita. Rin, which is the overhead you should recognize. Needle is actually different and fires multiple fans in this game instead of just one. In fact, it's even better because you can act before you hit the ground. You can actually air dash while you're in the air. You do it with the very tight timing. Maybe if I did it in neutral. There you go. You can actually get an air dash out of it. So you throw down the fans. Okay, you really need to do it at the top. And then you can start following up off of it with that nonsense. Another thing that's different is the hop actually can move to the other side of your opponent. He has less clothes, yes. The good thing about Accent Core is it also has rollback. In fact, I'm pretty sure that this game getting rollback is exactly what tempted Arc System Works to implement it for Strive. So this is actually probably right now a more popular game than Xrd, just because the netcode in it is so wonderful. This is a wonderful game to be playing online, and I would definitely play it if the only people online weren't people who've been playing it for 10 years and are way better than me. What's very different about Anji in this game is you'll see he has a much bigger list of command normals. So his 6P is different for one, this one's much better. It actually hits people in front of you than just people on top. He has this move, which he doesn't have in Strive, and that's an overhead, so that's a good way to catch someone who's blocking low. He has this move, which he also doesn't have in Strive, a good way to hit a good distance horizontally. And he has this move, which he also, again, doesn't have in Strive. And that's a way to get him to advance on his opponent and hit them out of there. What's very interesting is that move can actually be cancelled out of the startup. The timing is very strict on it. There we go. So with that, you can actually do a slash, and then cancel into that, and then cancel it back into slash again. So you get... the timing is very difficult to do here. You'll see how he did close slash twice. Like that. If you get the timing right, you can actually do multiple slashes in a row. He also has this move, which you can see the incredibly large range on. And that's a very good anti-air that he, again, does not have in Strive, so... generally, he just has the most command normals out of anyone in the game. And that was one reason I loved him so much, is he had so many different ways he could apply a pressure. Unique to him as well is his moves at any point after they attacked, you could do his other moves that they cancel into, so his pressure game was incredibly unique among the cast. He could delay his cancels and do frame traps left and right. He had so many different ways to cancel things. is butterfly also hit twice on the way down. Send out the butterfly, and that hits twice as it's coming down. So you have a bit of a better room to do a mix-up there. And you'd have whole sets of stuff you do off that. Get a throw, butterfly comes out, and do that stuff. What's very important is that Rin in this game actually would block attacks that are that hit mid. Let's mess with the settings here a little bit. Let's see. State. Attack. I wonder if there's a way to get him to do something specific. Oh, there we go. State. Stand. Reversal action. Memory. What's the... Okay, so that's the playback button. What's my button to make him record? Butterfly looks better here. It is a much better tool in this game. And in fact, he has an alternate version that requires meter. That red one is an overhead. They have to block that one standing. So if you get them into a mix-up with that, you get some almost impossible to block mix-ups. In fact, people you just outright call them unblockable setups. You can get a throw, send out the red butterfly. And if you do a low right as the red butterfly is hitting, they'll have to block low and high in very, very quick consecutive amounts. And it's almost impossible to do that mechanically. Not completely impossible, but there's other ways to prepare for that. Now, what are my controls for buttons? Controller settings. Record player. Oh, right, not do that. Record enemy, that should probably be better. And then play memory should be left stick. Alright, I think that's good enough. That should be Roman cancel. Everything else should be the same. Stand by, and then make him do DP. There we go. So reversal action when he gets knocked down. There we go. Let's try and see if we can do that a bit quicker. It might need a bit of perfection, but let's go ahead and throw him there. Oh no, I guess it didn't work there. Oh, nope, wrong one. So that's his reversal. That is an invincible attack. And let's see if we can do that after he... Reversal type guard. Set him to make sure he blocks the first hit. There, he's gonna block and he's gonna do a Shoryuken. So I'm going to do a demonstration here. You do Fujin setup. Just guard everything. There. So if we try to do needle off of that, we get hit. We have enough pushback there, so if we do full Fujin and then try to do that, we get punished. Still a bit too slow there. I guess that's just a weakness of the inputs. Let's try that one more time, make that come out as quick as possible. Nope. The older games are a lot less convenient. So you'll see he'll be doing a Shoryuken, but if you get him to block Fujin and then do Rin... Really, you're not going to do that? That's weird, why is it messing up? Play that back for me. Alright, so it should be playing the reversal now. Delay that a little bit. Or maybe we're not delaying, or maybe we're doing it too much of a delay. I think it's a bit too slow, I'm not sure you can win. You'll see it still pauses him, so I don't really know how we can make it buffer the input correctly. Is there a way to... let's see. Reversal action. Dash forward, dash back, jump, attack. Is there any way to change the memory there to maybe do it a bit better? I'll just have to input that as quickly as I possibly can. You'll see he crouches down a little bit, but that's the input actually coming out. We don't have a way to make him buffer the Shoryuken then. Maybe I can't demonstrate it. Let's just have him mash on block then. Can't make him do the Shoryuken, so we're just gonna make him attack. He blocks, and he should hit back. There we go. So, make him block Fujin. You'll see he blocked that first hit there. Right there. So what you can do with Fujin there is you get someone knocked down, or if they block it, you make it come out. And you can actually block their reversal as they're getting back up, but it seems to be happening a bit too slow with Kai, so not really the best demonstration there. That way he actually has a way to counter reversals. Do that and then do the heavy version of it, and it'll hit the block instead. He blocks that attack as he's doing the startup there. Also, this is now 0 on block. So if you get them patient enough to actually block Rin here, then you're still even and you don't get punished for it. The Fujin setups are a lot better in this game. And you also have 2 different Fujins. The first one just sends you a bit quicker and a bit shorter, but you also have a longer range one, which has more startup. You can see that's a bit slower. But what's important about that one is it also has invincible startup. So that is actually a reversal itself. If you get knocked down, you can do Fujin as you get back up. Another thing is generally all of his attacks actually they have some point in which they block your opponent, and it's a bit harder to demonstrate in training mode. But just about all the attacks here have what are called a guard point, so they will block an attack before they come out, and some of them will block high, some of them will block low. And so in that case, you actually have a chance to parry your opponent while attacking. That's what he had in this game. He doesn't have that little spin move that you saw him using in Strive. This version of Anji was just generally a lot better. And if you blocked an attack, you had attacks you could do out of that, so you'll watch me do the Fujin setup right here. You'll see I'm getting him to do a follow-up attack. I hit a button while the opponent is hitting Anji while he's blocking. That's actually what Ko used to be. It used to be only doable out of the counter. And that would normally be the anti-air beforehand. Otherwise, if they block it, you can do hit, and that would do this attack instead. So generally he was a lot better. He also had more specials he could do, such as this one, which was a short hop that could actually cross up, and that is an overhead. So you could be applying pressure and then just leap right behind them, and they'll have to block in the other direction instead. He also had this one, which was a good combo finisher in the air. Get a dust alarm. Alright, that's not gonna work. Let's see, guard, off. Oh, nope, we have to do a full combo off that. That's what the old bells used to be. Seems I definitely am out of practice for this. But that move, if they're in the air, will bounce them off the ground. Seems I just keep doing a jump off the input. Make that a bit calmer, please. There we go. You'll see it gets a little bit of ground bounce. If you do it immediately off the ground, you get a very nifty instant overhead. So you'll be doing crouching pressure, for example. And then you can just do that for a very, very quick overhead. So that's 2 moves he has here that he doesn't have in Strive. He doesn't have any moves he can do immediately after a parry. Oh! This is what I missed the most. You'll notice how people keep jumping out of the Fusion pressure once I get them into the corner. Well, lucky for him, he actually had a way. How can I get the opponent to jump? There's a dummy option for that. State, jump. If they did get too eager with jumping in the corner, try that again. He had an anti-air throw. You'll see that sends him upward at an angle, and he can actually grab someone who's trying to jump out of your pressure. That is unblockable in this game, so if they're just being a scaredy cat and trying to jump out, then you just give them a good old anti-air. So that's 3 different specials he has in this game that he does not have in Strive. Let me see that command list again. That's it. We're not going to count the force breaks. Those are definitely special versions. Yeah, I had a couple of other supers that were weird, but we're not going to be too concerned with those. It still has this one, which I'm sure you recognize. Another thing they had in this game is force breaks, which you could use meter to do special versions of your moves. Powered up versions, that's where the red butterfly comes from. That requires 25% of your meter, and you'll get a more powerful butterfly off of it. That's the one that you have to block standing instead of blocking crouching. You also had one off of Fujin, floor bounce, and you can continue a combo off of that. Normally, Rin didn't actually cause a floor bounce. You'd hit it, and it would just knock them down. It used to be on the spin meter, but you could get them to bounce off the ground like that. Let's set that meter gain to be infinite. That should be infinite. Where's my tension options? There we go, tension. Infinity. There we go. Get that, floor bounce, and you might recognize that sort of setup. It doesn't work quite as well. This game still is a little bit janky all that time later. It doesn't work on Kai, because you'll see he bounces behind Anji in this case. Really weird how that works. But yeah, in short, Anji used to be a lot better and a lot more functional. You could block people while attacking, and you actually had a way to counter reversals off of Fujin skills. In fact, in this game, he is what they would call a gorilla, because he could just go ahead and power through all your opponent's attacks and get to do whatever the heck he wanted. So there's a little history lesson on why I don't like Anji in the new game. He's half the character he used to be. Most characters are about 3/4 of what they used to be, but Anji just got shafted hard. As another little history lesson here, I don't play Anji in this game. I play Slayer. He's another series mainstay, and he's in Exard, and if the leaks are believed, he should be showing up for DLC kind of soon in Strive. Very classy gentleman, you can already tell he's a vampire. His main gimmick is he has no projectiles, so you have to find some creative ways to get in. It'll be a lot like my other characters where I'm spending most of the match just trying to make sure I get close. Similar to Gold Lewis, once he actually gets in, he just has a lot of very scary pressure tools. A lot of his buttons are plus. He has some excellent frame traps. And what happens is, if your opponent is trying to hit you back, he has this move which is called Dandy Step. And that is a quick dodge. You'll see I just dodged Kai's jab there. So he'll try to jab back after he gets hit. And from that, you actually dodge your opponent's attempt to counteract, and then you get to punish them for that. Yeah, there's DLC. In fact, Gold Lewis is a DLC character, and so is Jacko when it comes to Strive. So far, there's a few other characters I'm not going to necessarily talk about that have been allegedly confirmed. Let's see, who do we have? Well, for Handsome Gentleman, Slayer is allegedly coming back. I know they're also very likely to bring Baiken back because she's a series favorite, even though no one plays her. So you'll get up in your opponent's face with Slayer and start pressuring them, and if they try to hit you back, dodge and punish them for it. Yes, Pile Bunker off of that. You know, it's kind of like a reverse Fujin, because he does a step for a dodge, except it moves him away and then moves him back in. You have Pile Bunker, which is definitely the reason why everyone remembers it. If that scores a counter hit, if that hits someone who's trying to hit you back, that has incredibly high reward on it. There's also this one, which sets up a frame trap, and that one's plus, so if they're too complacent and they just block this one, it's your turn again. Then he has the kick, which is a combo starter. Let's see what I can remember. See if we can actually get a like that. You see how I stuck to the wall? In Strive, you need to get someone to do a full combo to do that. Slayer can just do that if he punches you hard enough. No, maybe not off of that setup. And then you get a full punish off of that. That's a third of their life bar in a game in which everyone used to have way more health. See if I can get a full punish off of it. Missing it. But you get the point. He does a lot of damage if he can get an optimal punish. This game doesn't have a frame buffer, and it's also very old, so they didn't try to make it easy on anyone. This game has a reputation for being incredibly hard. Another thing that I really miss upon Slayer, but he only has it in this game, he doesn't have it in Xrd. Big Bang Upper, and this is literally the only reason why I play Slayer in this game. Just a punch that sends them straight to the moon. And you can do full combos after that. So, if you have them pressured enough, you just get to launch them up. The combos in this game are a lot longer, and they're also much more difficult to pull off. You normally can't cancel into that one. That's functionally similar to Vortex or Fafnir on Soul, where you can't cancel into it from another attack, but you mostly use it as a punish, or if you can actually get someone to stagger off of his 2H. That way you can cancel into it. Let's see if I can do the full one. See if I remember this. Nope, missed it. The timing. Missed it again. That's supposed to be the full punish there, but I wasn't getting the buttons quite right. I haven't played this game in a long time. I should definitely do a collab with someone with this game. It would be a very fun one to do. Slayer has a number of other tricks, like this one, which is... It gives him armor, so he does get a chance to power through someone's attempt to counterattack. You'll see how he got hit back, but he didn't flinch from that attack. And then you get to start a combo off that one. He also, of course, as a vampire, has a vampire bite, which... You'll notice Naga Ryuki does that in Strive. A lot of Naga Ryuki's little tricks are borrowed from Slayer. The vampire bite functions pretty much the same way, and whenever Slayer gets knocked down, he does the same thing as Nagaryuki, where he just kind of leans back on an elbow, or leans forward. All of that stuff that you see Nagaryuki do, anything that doesn't involve a sword, that actually came from Slayer first. He did it. So all of these sort of nonchalant when he loses, or the vampire bites, which give him a little bit of health back and lets him continue doing whatever. That belonged to Slayer first. He didn't have a blood gauge, nor did he have a sword, though. And should he come back, I might play him instead of Angia Goldlewis. Just because I really love his style. And he's a bit more functional of a character, considering that he does have the very high damage combos and punishes, but he's not a big, slow character instead. He is big and he is a little slow, but he's not too slow. His dash is also weird. You'll see he teleports for his dashes. There's another trick in this game where you can cancel his back dashes into a special. Like that. You can use that to actually make him invincible for the start of certain special attacks, so he has a lot of very complex and high power tricks he can do. While we're here, is there anything else that needs to be run through? There's a lot more characters in this game that you can see aren't in the new game, of course. But, you know, a lot of old favorites are here. Eno. Potemkin actually looks very different in this game. This was before his redesign in XR. In this one, he looks a lot more like generic big burly guy. Faust is in here when he was cheery and not evil and horrible. Leans in to hear about vampire bites. Well, if you want that in Stride, you can definitely play Nago. It's a central part of his game plan. It allows him to keep doing all of the spam stuff. It's what Slayer gets to do in these games as well. Mei is here, Kai, Soul, of course, they always have to be here. Zato in this game has a bit of a different story behind him. In this game, he was actually dead, and his body was actually taken over by Eddie himself. He's functionally a lot different in this game. The Strive Zato is completely different from all previous iterations of the character. And I honestly prefer the new one a lot more. You'll see he still has Eddie doing his nonsense, but his attacks are a lot different in this game. Oh, is that a grab? Interesting. He has completely different setups here then. He doesn't have the barrier. He only attacks once for Pierce. He has a saw blade instead of the drills. Oh, he does have a leap in this game, but it is a little functionally different. He still gets to do a lot of the same shenanigans, but you'll see a few of his attacks are slightly different. He still has the flight, but it functions differently. I think all of his aerial attacks are just completely different in this game. Yeah. All of his area attacks are just completely different. So in this game, there's no more Zato. The reason they did that is the voice actor he had in the original game died, so they just replaced him with Eddie in this game. What else on the history lesson? Listen. Gem Karadaberry is another character I'd very much like to play, and she allegedly has also been leaked for Strive. She's another series mainstay, and another very fun one. As you'd expect of stereotypical fighting game Chinese girl, she's got some very strong melee attacks for her to be doing, mostly kicks. That's one. She has an overhead, she has another one that is sometimes reversible. Yeah, that's a lot of what Eddie gets to do in the older games is he does do a lot more laughing. I actually don't think Eddie speaks at all in the new game, does he? Eddie does a lot of laughing in the old one. Or maybe that's Zato's voice, but it used to be heavily modulated. Jam can also combo off of her kills, which is really fun. What's interesting with her is she has a parry, but I guess that's not coming out. So that's supposed to be the command for. Okay, so you actually have to catch an attack with it. Guess that's not going to happen. But this girl's very likely to make her appearance. She has another similar dash attack with two follow-ups like that. kind of Fujin-like. She gets a dash that she has a number of different options out of. The kick there, she can just go ahead and hit with puffball. Or what she gets to do that Machi doesn't. She can actually slip behind you and hit you from the other side. But another character I'm potentially looking into trying out. I'm interested in pretty much every one of the DLC characters, except for Jacko so far for what it looks like. Zappa's weird enough. There's Axel, I still hate him. Chip. I think every character in Strive except for Giovanna, Gold Lewis, and Nagaryuki would be in this game, right? No, Leo and Ramlethal are from Exard. There's Milia, her outfit's very different in this game. Johnny's another series mainstay, you'll expect to see him back. Venom would be a very interesting re-edition, but it seems they've mostly retooled his stuff. I think that's enough of the history lesson. Let's hop ourselves back into Strive, then. Power up that little Tatsugeki. Change our game window, and while that happens, I'm going to get another drink real quick.
Guilty Gear Strive. Bullshit blazing, still my heart is blazing. If the words kill me, I don't need a new one under you. Soon you will know, we already know the smell of the game. Can't you see I'm blazing? Still my heart is blazing. If the words kill me, I don't need a new one.
Maybe I shouldn't have just left myself staring blankly into space here. Oh well, not too many people watching that. Set this back to Strive. Let's see, hopefully this works. Oh, we're gonna have to resize that window a lot. You know, it's kind of endearing seeing, that's actually one reason I got into VTubing. I haven't been into streaming culture very much historically, but I do have a bit more of a personal resonance with a lot of the introverted streamers, which mostly ended up doing VTubing. And it's kind of endearing seeing them not really be too used to the whole streaming thing, and you'll see them messing around with their streams or having equipment malfunctions or just generally being confused, and I think I find that a lot more endearing than some of the more professional extroverted streamers that I've seen. That's one reason I got into it. In spite of the fact that they are wearing an extra mask with the whole virtual avatar here, it feels a little bit more genuine to me. Ah, back into the online matches then. Let's see, what time is it? It's almost been 2 hours in. Da, 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 da. Oh, wow. I actually might have to cut this out after a few more matches. But I made a promise. Ah. Come on. I need you functional. I do have a couple of other plans tonight. It is Saturday, so unfortunately I might have to cut out the stream sometime soon. As much as I'd love to be playing Guilty Gear all night like what they did last weekend. Aw. Quick, do it again. A Jacko named Pokemon Master. That's very befitting. Gotta catch 'em all. We're still at floor 10, which is very good news for us. Alright, warm up. Let's make sure we know what we're doing. And someone is on Windows 98. Or Wi-Fi. You missed it. And you're gonna miss this too. Have fun eating the full punish. Oh, she had a burst. Nice on you for trying the whole strike throw setups, but you certainly seem to be missing those throws. Get the hard knockdown. And let's get started. Good throw. And we'll go. That was a close one. Backdash at the start because everyone's scared of Gold Lewis. Good throw. Let's just get that done with. Nope. You know, there's a lot of ways characters can just get themselves up into the air where Gold Lewis can't even hit them. That was also an incredibly impressive range on that 2P, you see that? Psychic elbows. Backdash because you're scared. Not excited for all the Jacko spam. Don't you start setting up in my presence. We're going to have good, honest Guilty Gear footsies. And by that I mean me attacking your feet over and over again. I hate setup characters like this. That'll catch you. Oh, almost. And let's go. Yep, knew it. Drone. Well, I guess that's not really a way for me to counter that, then. So far, the rest of it seems to have been going fine, but they're definitely on Wi-Fi, and I don't like that. That's a frame trap. Oh, right, you have basically infinite meter there. So, meet the new most annoying character in the game. Get our running started. Get a throw. Nope, you're gonna miss. Get him with the jump slash. There we go. Whew. Testing my patience. Get down. I don't want to deal with that. That should be a safe jump, so... I should have been safe, but I guess I mistimed it then. Alright, that's just what we have to deal with. So let's see, what do we have to do to deal with that? When we get her into the corner, we definitely need to be doing a lot less of the, you know, just kind of trying to frame trap stuff, because she's going to be looking to escape, she's not going to be looking to contest. She's a setup character and she doesn't have a way to immediately hit us from that distance. She does, however, have that jump dust, which is a little bit of a fireball there. What we can do to deal with that is we have a very good button against it with jump slash here. If she starts trying to do jump dust while she's in the corner, we can hit her out like that. What I definitely need to start doing... What I definitely need to start doing is buffering Behemoth Typhoon inputs along with our aerial attacks. That way we have a way to confirm a bit of extra damage if we ever actually land an attack in the air. Looks like we're going to be staying at floor 10 then. No Celestial for us. Luckily, Giovanna is one of our better matchups.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Wonder if that's like a double cross up there. That's a frame trap. That's a drone. Nope, that's another frame trap. And that's plus. Get a throw. Can't really get away with can't get away from us with the FD there. Ooh. That should hit behind us. I've seen it hit behind in many situations before, so I guess that's just a safe setup then. Alright, we don't have enough frame advantage to punish like that. So it seems she's mostly trying to do resets there. So we can mostly start jabbing out of her pressure strings. She's not doing very many frame traps on us. She's always trying to set up into another overhead or the spiral arrow, which both of them we can counter with the 2P. Which is the elbow, the little crouching elbow. Like so. Nope, I'm not going to get hit with an overhead there. And that should be able to finish off our game here. Windows 98 messed up my input. I hope I don't lose for that. Ate my input there. So that's the kind of stuff that actually makes me mad. And I lose because of it. That's a frame trap. And at least we get our revenge there. Spent the last couple of hours learning fuzzy punishes. Oh, well, we could have bursted from that. I think I'll let it happen later. What sort of fuzzy punishes? That should have been a 268. Yeah, fuzzy punishes are incredibly important. That's kind of a core of what I've had to learn with Anji is being able to delay. It's something I mention very often during my streams. I have to do Fujin delay Nagiha in order to prevent them from guarding the overhead. That's a frame trap, and you keep falling for it. Get that drone set up. And once again, you're always doing a spiral arrow reset. I think we can punish that a bit better with a 2K. Why does everyone else get a wall break off of their RCs? Welcome to the stream, by the way, Papili. So she's always doing that. That carries me so much, just doing the jump 624. Eats a lot of people trying to run up and punish you. Very good way to try to escape the corner if you can get the read on them right. Frame traps that cover pre-jump attempts mostly. Whenever you try to run Oki, a lot of people jump back. Which character is this you're referring to? I suppose it's universal in general, but... Try that again. Ah, we do need to do that with a fast cancel. Opponent found. Behichi is the Anji. Alright. Let's give it a go. I need to look up what all the costumes are in this game. I would very, very much like to see a teal shirt with a red tie, please. Or a lab coat. It's a shame we don't actually have like an old Faust color. Everyone has that with close slash into pipe B. Gonna eat that again. Nice one. We're going to save that meter because we know the instant we actually block any Fujins, we get a full punish. Like so. But I suppose I made the easiest read of the century there. So excited to get my momentum back. Drone. That's a fuzzy jump setup. And there's our optimal punish again. Anytime we block Fujin. Good read. Another frame trap. Get our drone set up. Have a throw. Ah, we could have punished him there. And here we go. So there's your knowledge check versus Anji. If you ever block a Fujin, every single follow-up that he can do is countered by moves. What did they do to my boy? What did they do to my boy? Ah, good frame trap. And there's the burst. We'll save that meter for when we block the next Fujin, like that. Anji is an absolutely free opponent if you have the knowledge check. Huh, maybe you can't combo off that. Get the drone out there. Only thing that he can remotely do off of that is immediately Nagiha and hope that he's far enough. So you'll see he started doing his Nagihas immediately, and that prevented me from doing my reversal there. See, he got the parry and can't even guarantee a counter off of that. At least he can follow up after Fujin Whip. He can even Kara cancel Fujin's startup. Which is nice, but it doesn't fix any of the problems he had before, basically. It just gives him a few new tools to play the same game with. Also, while I'm talking and being complacent, I'm getting hit by every overhead, which is his most risky, most punishable move, and I should be able to block that. Alright, making great time. Like that, I should be able to react to that. Because that is an incredibly easy punish. Frame trap. He got the combo. I'm proud of him. It's so hard to do that one. Oh wow, that doesn't combo. Interesting. Get that started. I'm so sorry for my boy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Anji deserves better. He deserves so much better than this.
って飯にするか。
It doesn't make me happy to do that. I mean, look at him. I'll move him center screen. Look at him. Look at how wonderful this boy is. And he has to suffer like this because the devs decided he didn't need half of his moveset that used to make him special. Alright, looking at the schedule here. Looks like we might have another 50 minutes or so. Looks like we have an excellent amount of time. Let me know if you would like to hit up any parks, by the way, Papili. Or Sushi Ferry.
Man. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Get this pain train rolling. Drone. Oh wow, I missed my input. I'm gonna eat the full punish for that. And there we go. It's funny, doing that twice just seems to catch so many people. He's not insane to do it again, is he? Like so. Make sure you don't get the rest of that combo. It doesn't feel right. I don't like it. I actually have the knowledge check versus Anji that you need to win against him.
帰って飯にするか。
Duel 1.
I would pay so much money to make Anji a better character. And that's a jump setup. Hey, he got the full wall break here. Proud of him. And he doesn't even get extreme damage off of that. You know, there's a benefit to being able to put in that special incredibly quickly. That's not even fun. Alright, pay more attention to the overheads. Not sure we needed that. That's a frame trap. Oh, nope, he got it. I did my fuzzy block wrong. Alright, patience. You can easily fuzzy guard Fujin. Ta-da! Oh, he was not going to eat that punish. Get out that minigun. And just run up and throw him. Huh. I thought it would have lasted a bit shorter than that, but excellent setup there. You know, I say that he has so many weaknesses, but he's still capable of beating me quite well, so there's some good news for your boy. Get off of me. He's so fun too whenever it actually works. Alright, let's rock this again. Frame trap. Drone. Frame trap. Oh wow, I thought I would have been able to fool him with that grab at least. Good backdash catch. Oh wow, missed the meaty. Hey, welcome to the stream, Blowa. How you doing? I'm not playing on PS4. I'm playing on PC personally, so I wouldn't be able to inform you yet. It seems to be working just fine on PC, but I know just about everyone has been having some sort of issues. Frame trap. Get that away. Oh wow, nice one. I should have been paying attention. I guess I don't lab enough against Anji to be able to read the grabs or the overhead from him. I really should just relax. That's my own character, I should know how to react to it. An excellent match, though. Take a moment to rest. And I completely forgot to bring my drink with me. Look at all this stuff behind the scenes. Looks like everything is okay to go. Nothing's on fire. I'm impressed. YouTube's actually held up remarkably well tonight. I have, allegedly, 0 dropped frames.
We've got a newcomer. Are you ready? Here comes Daredevil.
Biggie cheese it is. I love my Anji boy. Even fighting him.
Mankind knew that they cannot.
Alright, we still have plenty of time left tonight, so buckle in. should have hopefully gotten a fuzzy guard block there. Ah, just missed our input. And super goes out. Anji goes down.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Here it is, the king of missing his media attacks. Well, at least everyone else gets a punish when they whiff. And he's blocking. I lose that one. See, that was a very good parry on his end, but he still gets nothing off of it. Frame trap, and luckily he kept blocking. Good block. And get out the super. Still unfortunate that he doesn't have a way to counter that. You really mostly just have to watch out for the Fujin being blocked, and then you can just intercept it with that. Embarrassing.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock.
React more to the overheads, please. And get that out there. Alright, he's respecting the frame traps at least. That time we got out the super before the Fujin. Been there, done that. We have whipped parries for days up in here. That's another trap. Good setup. We're gonna eat the full punish here. Drone out. Get another one out. Send it out and hope it works. Oh, wow. I couldn't even RC that because of the butterfly. Well done, Anji. Well done. Just run behind him. Wow, how did we miss that grab then? Well, I guess we lose for that one. One whiffed grab, that's all you need. So I guess the biggest issue that we need to look at on this channel is making sure we can always get our meaty wake-ups. You'll see we miss that all the time, and we'll also miss our grabs, and so on and so forth. So that's what we need to focus on defending with. Ooh. And, oh, missed the super. Alright. Just barely got him with the tip of that. And low high mix up we go. Oh, well, that's a full punish right there. Maybe if our 5P worked there. We'll just have to chase him down there. Yeah, I suppose if he keeps swinging around a coffin like that, that's going to happen. Alright, back to neutral. We'll have to do our very oppressive just jump slash and jump dust. Almost. And jump punch. Alright, that's a very quick way to deal with that one then. I like this Anji, hold on. Best bout, follow the opponent. Then again, you never really have a bad match against an Anji, do you? I wish they had more characters that were kind of fun and, let's be honest, just the character himself being honest as well. Ah, we're gonna have to practice that setup a lot. Throw, fast RC, forward, launch. There's our full setup. Wow, that eliminates just about half of someone's health. Potentially more, given that Anji has better guts than most characters. Third highest health in the game, funny enough. Actually, with Gold Lewis in the game, the tables might have turned a little bit. Da 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 da. Alright. Back to practicing that stuff. We do get it around sometimes. You know, there could be an OS there, technically. Given that if you don't have the metered RC when you have them in the corner like that, then you're just not going to be able to spend it. So you get them in the corner, you grab, and if you... You know, it's just never going to cooperate, is it? I forgot my drink. I'm gonna go grab that real quick.
We've got a newcomer.
Start, accept.
Here comes Daredevil.
Headphones back on, and we are back to the usual nonsense. Ah, floor 8 Faust. Interesting. I'm not one to turn down a challenge myself. And he's on Windows 98. I don't think I'm gonna hit him with the run back if this is the case. Yeah, no. Not for this guy. Goodness. We got a regular Wi-Fi warrior here. Five P or 6P, I guess. Alright. Yeah, this is the sort of stuff that actually does make me mad. Get that started. Minigun out. Yeah, I'm not dealing with Wi-Fi warriors here. If only this game had a Wi-Fi indicator, that would be my one you know, above everything else. I actually think, just getting the networking in general to be more functional would be better. But if we had a Wi-Fi indicator, I could just, you know, do what they do in Tekken.
Here comes Daredevil.
Alright, Ramlethal is also an equally frustrating matchup for us. Frame trap. Missed the grab. Alright. I think that might be the first time we actually got a perfect on the Ramlethal then. Make sure we deal with that for as little time as possible. Drone out. And just get our full setup from there. Yeah, we've been here for a while, so I'm definitely starting to lose some steam here. This has been a much better stream than last night, though. I'm glad that we have a connection working here.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Now what are you gonna do? Right, how are we gonna deal with this? Drone goes out. You can at least block that. Send in the minigun. And jump over that since we have the plus frames to deal with it. So I think we could definitely make use of a lot more jump dust in this matchup. Frame trap. Yep, I guess that one's pretty straightforward then. Just start flailing around like a gorilla with a coffin. Alright, I think it's round 3 now, right? Yeah, let's go for that one. Wait for the opponent to rematch. Ba 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 ba. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with. Burst quickly just so we don't have to deal with that for now. So she's very eager to use her swords. Yeah, you can just definitely make a lot of use of jump dust here. You missed. That's plus. And get a counter hit from there because we have the risk gauge cranked up so much. Start with a super jump, which apparently still doesn't do enough for us to get over her shenanigans. Send out a minigun. Deal with the frame trap again. And 5k is actually probably one of my favorite normals with him, just because you get to set up a very meaty low there. You know, it's jump cancelable. I wonder if there's any OTG setups off of that. Well, that wasn't nearly as bad as some of the other Ramblethal matchups we had to deal with. You know what I haven't done in a while? I haven't been using too much of the 486 Behemoth type thing. That one's generally better to clear the distance. Oh, different. A Jacko this time. That one will let you clear the distance, and it gives you a lot of extra plus frames you can use to run up to them afterwards, while also moving you forward, similar to the launcher one. The 426, that is. I should definitely start doing that more instead of just the fast overhead, because that one you can actually follow up on if you hit it in the corner. I forgot how much I hate this song. Yeah, we're not letting you set up. Not so soon. That lets us get our stuff. That pretty much guarantees some chip damage off of that setup right there. Try to go for the grab. We just need to secure one more Behemoth Typhoon, just enough for the chip damage. A minigun will suffice too. 6p. Bane of my existence. And start churning that butter, and here we go. Alley-oop. Jack O is Jack out of here. Huh, it's funny, the win-loss balance you saw, it said 4 losses. Alright, fine. That's plus, this is plus, and it also chips you. Jump dust. Ah, well, no jump dust for us. Get that down on the counter hit. Make sure we don't get punished for that. Here she comes. Luckily, at least on every one of those exchanges, we get a little bit of chip damage in. Ah, waiting for the throw mix-up. So what we're definitely making the mistake of doing is not following up our jump Ks with a Behemoth Typhoon. Checkmate. If she tried to run towards us, she would have at least had to block that Behemoth Typhoon. A little too cautious over there, I suppose. Oh! Excellent. Stream's almost over, and we'll have one more chance to look for a Celestial then. Let's hope this challenge works for us. That would be a wonderful finale to have tonight. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I hate this song. You deserve to suffer for it. Man, can you believe they gave us 3 birthday trains in this game? I fought a Faust with birthday train playing the other day. He was an absolute lunatic. Also, he had the PlayStation colors on PC, so that's a whole new breed of crazy. Start working with our throw setups here. Alright, that one seems to be pretty reliable so far. Wow, that is a slow dash. Throw, Roman cancel, 2H, launch. Alright, that's a pretty reliable way to capitalize on some damage when we get someone in the corner. If we practice it enough, the muscle memory should take over. Ah, and we need to be careful with our timing to make sure we don't get the par slash off of it. Like that. $200 damage, basically. I wonder if there's a way to prevent it from doing the whole scene transition. It still hasn't found us a match yet. I guess we're too good. Wall break. Instant wall stick. Not what we're looking for. Alright. Pandora's box opens. And it's the Kai. They all fight the same, so... Mostly we'll just have to deal with the same mix-ups we've been doing so far. Strike throw all day. He might be a bit less predictable than a lot of the other Kais. So most of all, we'll have to look out for Forger Arc. Good on him for not just immediately Shoryuken. Ooh, nice PRC, but it's not quite good enough now, is it? He's blocking. That'll at least move him away, though. Get off of me. And eat this chip damage. Did he just walk up slowly and throw? This should chip him at least. He had the FD. But not down there. Just barely managed to get that one out. I was hoping our jump dust would work there. Get him out of that nonsense. And we're jumping, we're safe. Back in the corner again. But not for long. Not for too long. Get the drone out there. Yep, same strike throw mix-ups we've been dealing with. Frame trap. Get over here, buddy. Drone. Set up for the chip damage. And get him with the jump slash. Excellent. That was too close for my comfort. We really don't want to have any losses here on our way. We want to make sure we can guarantee our entry into Celestial. So this guy usually retreats at round start. This is a frame trap. And that is a high. So, excellent start there. Miss it. And he already started an attack. Finish him off with the chip damage. Or at least kill his meter for the moment. Now I'd like you to tell me just how that throw whiffed. Ah, alright. We'll be going 1-1-1 then. That's a frame trap. Start churning that butter. Astonishing how we get that so well. Gold Lewis really does have one of the most awkward 6Ps. Huh, I could have sworn I was crouch blocking that, but oh well. Another very close match for us. Let's hope we can keep this up going.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Missed your meaty again. Alright, we have to 2P that, not 6P. He's blocking. Alright, we really shouldn't let ourselves lose this one. Just don't get complacent. Get that started. Get out the minigun. Ah, Gold Burst. Alright, that's it. No Celestial for us then. We are just winding down the stream, so I think we'll do a couple more matches. One day we'll get there. One day we'll get there. That's about 16 times we've tried now, it feels like. I definitely need a Celestial counter. I'll be honest, I'm not really too concerned with being back up there. I did get on there on my main non-VTuning account, and I pretty much lost every match once I got up there, so... It's... Mostly I just need to be doing a lot of research at this point. Figure out what matchups work for us and which ones don't. I think we'll play out this set with this RAM, and then we might be done for the night.
Duel 1.
Interesting choice of music. Anything but the corner. Ah, I was hoping that would combo. Drone out. Ah, I should have done Gem Slash. That would have worked a lot better there. Oh well. Miss your grab, and here we go. Alright, we're still in this.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Nope, you get back in the corner. Wow, funny that she hit me, I didn't hit her. That should be a safe jump. One day I'll figure out that timing. Alright, we need to just make ourselves have the safest jumps possible.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock.
We mostly have to worry about wake-up shenanigans. No, you're just gonna get the chip. Potato chips. Wrong one. Drone. And let's go. Oh, give him a little slide down the wall as that happens. Precious.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
That's a frame trap, you button masher. That's a frame trap, you button masher. Stop mashing buttons. I will teach you, and you will learn. And no burst. Interesting. Well, if it's going to keep working, I'm going to keep doing it. Get our chip damage for the win there. I don't think that would have actually done the same animation if it came with a regular hit instead of chip damage. Who knows? We have enough time. Let's do another set. If anyone would actually like to hit a park, that would be an excellent use of our time. Let me know. I'm always happy to see what you've learned. Faust. Was this the same one from before? Hopefully not the one on Wi-Fi. Anything but Wi-Fi.
Duel 1.
Interesting choice of music. Drone goes out, jump slash. Such a deceptive overhead, I can never read that. Thank you, I appreciate the hairstyle at least. This one's going to take a while. Alright, so it looks like he does J2K into love very frequently. That's not gonna hit him at that distance. Faust is lower tier than I thought. Get the jump slash. Yeah, I got one too, buddy. Ah, that's interesting, using the scarecrow to switch to the other side. Get the minigun out. Oh wow, he can hit us from all the way over there. And good command throw, that might be a KO. It is. Axel really does have one of the best themes in the game, doesn't he? Did I just cross him up with his own banana? Congratulations, the gorilla has known how to use his food. Get that out so that you stop at the items. Yep, there we go. That's that round over with. We'll do a few more. I think it's funny when Faust gets abducted, he says UMA as he's being pulled away. Frame trap. That's also extremely plus. Get over here. I don't want you throwing more paper bags at me again. We'll just fish for as much chip damage as we can. Gold Lewis is scary, goodness. Send out the minigun because he's gonna toss an item. And so long as he keeps us mixed up in the air. Two people take care of him there. Alright, one more set then. Should have followed up on it. Oh, the offer disappeared before we could pick it up. Goodness, could you stop with the items? Yeah, I'm blocking. I'll be good. Get out the minigun. A lot of damage we have to block. And somehow the, what looked to be an 8-4... Oh, the 842 didn't hit him. Good 6p. Yeah, that's an interaction. monkey want banana. Funny how his J2K lets him just soar all the way from over there. I was hoping for a cheeky gold burst. Alright, a loss for us. Alright. I think that sets us at an excellent stopping point there. We've challenged Celestial twice and we've definitely learned a lot of important stuff, but we're still not getting in. Maybe it would have worked if we switched to a more offensive and less difficult character, but we'll save that for another day. Just makes the goal a lot bigger for us. And hopefully, sometime eventually, we can have a huge celebration once we get in on stream. I very much look forward to seeing you all again. I'm looking forward to possibly taking Sunday and Monday off, so I'll see you guys another time. Since we are done with Psychonauts 2, expect the next few streams to be a bit more laid back. Dead Cells, Noida, and then more Guilty Gear on the weekends, as always. It's been an absolute pleasure having you all here for the stream.